Let's continue, guys. And I'm constantly changing the video format just a little bit. This time we're just gonna react to something I recorded because it's over 1 hour long by 8 minutes, and we can't have that. Before we dive into this, we have to address that I have collected all the 4 elements of hate comments. Almost all Dragon Balls. All of them, bro. A dude said that he couldn't fucking watch a video for 2 minutes. That's great. Another person said, this shouldn't be hour long. You can simplify that. And then wrote an hour-long essay. An essay, because that's cool. Thank you. That's not crit. A bunch more hatreds to read? Like, fuck that shit. So we have that. Then we have the fire person who's like, oh my god, you're wrong about this thing in the video, and that thing in the video, and this thing over here. This is just pure hatred. And then I, double-checked with the brain cells that I have, and he was just strong all the time. Just finds nitpicky things to say. Nothing to it. Alright, these are just toxic people found themselves in my video. They're just... I mean, it's the same thing over and over again. People think they're better than me for some fucking reason, while I'm still not at 20,000 subscribers. They feel they're better than me. They can shit on my face. But it's not gonna last very long. Wanderers have to be shot in the fucking head. With arguments, that is. Basically, most... Or it is a Badlands showdown, after all. People who open this, it's a ban. Alright, it's not too violent, but eventually, toying with people's emotions and not being nice on purpose and pretending that... I do address one big deal, though, in the video. That it's not just a video game. You have chosen to spend time playing a video game, but you might spend your sanity, you might overinvest, you might attack other people. Now, people say, stop yapping, but like, what do I do then? Just shut up and play a video game and nobody cares about me because I upload footage like everyone else? I don't want to be in this category where I just do nothing, basically, and nobody cares. At least I get haters. That's actually better than getting random trash comments. At least people put in the effort to be losers. They're still losers in the end, because hatred accomplishes nothing. But I collected 4 different types of haters. There is no other types besides the introverts or whatever. The fucking world. The one introvert just went full fucking Joker mode and tried to break every single rule. Another introvert went off like, oh, you're gonna mess with trolls? The trolls are gonna get you, bro. I don't give a fuck. What are they gonna do? Get deleted? Banned? It's over, bro. So certain introverts flooding in, as well tailing the extroverts who wanted to express themselves immediately. Fuck this shit. The world's around you and has to give you free stuff, and like, you're not supposed to be nice anymore. You don't need to. So that's the introduction to the video, my friends. It's a pretty weird one. It just don't like me. So I have and you have a meme. You have a trigger in your brain of like, oh, this sounds like yapping, and I can just say the thing. I can say the thing now. Oh my god. Because I'm upset and I want to offend this person. And he will read my comments and how next layer of elements of hatred. Yeah, it's basically complete as well. 8 elements now of each other so far. I love that. Or 2 layers. So welcome, guys. And you're extra welcome if you're not a hater. What is it? We need, we have fire, wind, we just need water again. Water is always fucking lagging behind for some reason. To the 4th episode of this adventure. You don't need to know what I'm talking about. It's just like I have haters and they have different types of personalities and I can identify those personalities because it's so much more fun than hanging around with people or doing anything cool. Sure. That would be normal. Instead, I have to spend time alone and be like, oh, you have this personality and you're gonna do this to me and it's not gonna work because of this and that. Go away now, or I will use force to kick you out and all that shit. You just go through the fucking loop of kicking ass and it's the same thing over and over again. Seeing the problems of throat when it comes to, like, I also can make my own card game, which is exactly what I like doing. Yeah, I will make my own card game. Good luck, you know. After I open this, the fact that I can do this allows me to make cards. And a lot of people know if they subscribe to my channel. So please do that. And let's continue. You know, the ass kicking time is not going to end for a very long time. You got to kick some ass to be, you know, competitive in this environment. You got to steal the drama. Some people choose to kick ass through Hearthstone. I use Hearthstone as a, you know, theme of ass kicking. I want to have fun in the game, but if you're bitter and upset about me making videos, like, excuse me, I'm not here to serve you in the end. It's just not gonna happen. I'm not gonna be fucking 100% correct. It's ability for you to be correct. Ability to you to participate. So, but haters always feel the need to participate when they get upset about something. It's like, fuck you. Be happier that you can actually say something to me, but be happy enough so I would care and not try to just, you know, be upset in return. Those good endings of drama. Mixed gets 5 and haters get 5. No! Hearthstone is 500 points away from the ultimate 100,000. Let me double check, because it probably changed. Here you go, 500 points away. Never been done before, but we're very close to actually doing it. What did I miss? Haven't survived, alright, until this part of the video. They just haven't survived. So if you survived, you can relax and have yourself a little bit of a... I have faced repetitive matchups. This is what we're going to be talking about. And playing the Drug Priest that I uploaded yesterday, you know, even though the timeline is a little bit mixed, I had to face warrior after warrior, like 5 warriors and like 7 other things. Luckily, I faced other things, but I started conceding to warriors because of the same strategy of just exploding my deck at some point in the game. Exploding my hand, deck, and everything disappears 6 times. They can fucking do that. It's such a nonsense card, the Boom Boss combo. Like, I can't play around it. This combo just works for them. Even though it shouldn't, because it just destroys things. And you still have to draw the bombs. That means it's fast enough somehow. And Warrior can still control the board. But of course they can't, because they have 6 Brawls. And that's just 1 Borkler alone, copied 3 times in the game. This is going to be the highlight of the video. 6 Brawls! There's 6 Brawls in the game for Warrior! The game has just turned into insanity at this point. Why Warrior needs to have 16 Borklers in their stupid deck. Like 16 Borklers, and some Borklers can be used as removals, or some Borklers deal 30 damage so they can remove anything. I don't understand. The Warrior's the most insane shit, and for this to be a repetitive matchup, unbelievable, bro. I don't have to actually talk about repetitive matchups that much, or allow myself to talk, because just that alone is frustrating, and obviously there's going to be power corrupt bullshit. So what's the final score? E? E is final score? Wait, what? Where is it? Well, repetitive matchups are here. I pushed it towards D because probably I found something. The only thing that might push this forward is if I play Warrior over and over again, which I fucking did. Matchup. Bonus. Normal thing to come. I mean, Mage is as... Mage is annoying too. And there's these two armor classes, and nobody... I wouldn't have problems with druids, but nobody wants to play druids, so I probably would have problems with druid. But it's also an armor class. Zeddy had immediate problems with druid. The moment druid had ability to generate 40 armor, like, obviously that was fucking cringe. 40 armor. But on top of that, it was a mill druid that was able to survive and beat control decks, and it's like, yeah, the real problem is armor, my friends. That's the real fucking problem. Not the fact that druid was able to mill its opponents, but because druid was able to survive everything using armor. And mage and warrior can still do the same thing and have not been nerfed in any fucking significant way. One of the coolest nerfs I would suggest, if you play a hero card, it actually resets your armor. Because another hero just stands in your place, and what, are you just gonna deliver them the armor? They wear the armor. It should reset the armor. When you play Reno, you have fucking 50 armor, it should reset. It would be so much fucking better. I understand back in the day when you played Jiraxis, you turn into 15 health. That felt really bad. But now Jiraxis is fixed, so it has armor, it has decent amount of health. Or it actually doesn't have health, but you don't lose health. So now it's cool. But Warrior has so much armor, you can just play Reno and not feel a thing. While doing it, just gains more armor. It's crazy, bro. Everyone plays that class. So potentially that would really help. But there's a lot of things that would help the game. A lot of things. They just have to address all of these problems that I've collected. That's it. This card's not good in the maybe. Yeah, it's a maybe, am I right? It's a maybe. No, let's put it in the fucking C tier. Because I hate it so much. The moment I have to start conceding is the moment this game fucking doesn't work no more. The moment I see the same class over and over again, I'm like, what the fuck's going on? Right? Who wants to play Warrior? But it's just the only control class that wins the game, but the way it wins the game is just absolute insanity. The only thing that carries that deck is obviously Bran. How do you nerf Bran? You just have to rework it. Everything having double battle cry is a little bit too fucking absurd. Clearly, it has been proven. It has been tested. It's absurd. The first card, maybe the first card can have double battle cry. But it's still, you know, the giant legendary battle cries that the warrior can have. That's pretty fucking crazy. God knows, we might discover more ways to break the game with this double battle cry bullshit with Bran. It's a permanent thing. It's a permanent thing now for the rest of your fucking game. This shit happening. Like, dude, those are pretty disgusting control tools. It will not allow any other control matchup to exist. But that's just me ranting about Warrior. Or am I? Supposed to? Fucking Warrior, bro! Little bitch Warrior. Let's look at what the Warrior has been up to. That was Pirate Warrior. Pretty cringe. So what is Warrior up to at this point? Anything cool? If there's nothing cool, then I will have to say no. Or if there's just too many toxic things in one screen. Show me, Warrior. What are you up to, bro? I used to play Warrior, by the way. When it was like a hero power. Press the button, summon a 4/3 Warrior with a bunch of weapons. That was kind of cool. The Riot still exists, right? And it's a cool card. No, it doesn't exist. It rotated. That would have been a fucking cool Borkler. Useless for most people who don't play Tempo. It would have been cool. Battle Pickaxe still exists. It's just Warrior, weapons and a bunch of Borklers. Is that it? That's what Warrior is? I think I need a sheet of things. what kind of cards Warrior has right now, because the old school stuff just kind of blends in too well. I think Warrior is just as bland as Mage is. So, armor, gain. Then you have board clears. Then you have weapon. And that's it. That's the 3 things. There's some self-damaging thing. I don't give a fuck about that. That's Borgler. Technically removals too. And then there's the other category. Let's find out. I'm not gonna record everything, but 4 others. 1 armor, 1 Borgler. Okay, fine. I'm adding removals. Because that shit's also annoying. So other that. Alright, that's it. Funny enough, like, these are dual classes, so barely Warrior can actually own these cards. They're not using those cards. They don't fucking need these cards. It's just a fucking insult to call them cards at this point in this collection. 1 removal, 1 armor, and 2 whatever. 2 Borglers, 1 removal, 1 armor, 1 weapon. Literally nothing. We got nothing. 1 removal, 1 weapon, 2 Borglers, 1 armor. It would be a removal, but just like, you gain armor, you gain health for removing minions. Small minions. There's not really a big removal, but it's mostly armor gain. Oh yeah, there's taunt! Oh my god, there's taunt! Of course. I'll appreciate taunt and I'll say it's other. This Borgler. This Borgler. This technically is a Borgler and should be played in the game. I'm not sure. Maybe with Ziliax you can do something like that. I just turn off this card from my brain. But it's a Borgler. So 3 Borglers and then 3 whatevers. Now, this counts as Borglers. I know they're not strong. I'm just talking about the nature of cards we have. Weapon to armor. Technically, this is card draw. And I have to add card draw, unfortunately, in the mix. So 3. Because card draw is just more of the same shit, right? It's not other, it's more of the same shit. You just draw more of your stupid other cards. So, 2 card draw, 2 armor, and a weapon. And then you have these 2 other cards. 2 card draw. Also a card draw that I didn't include. Alright. There's barely anything else. This is other, but it's not being played. I will count this as other and not a card draw. For obvious reasons. It cycles itself and draws a minion to buff it and has finale options. Like, it's cool. 1 Borgler, 2 armor, 1 weapon, and 2 other cards. How many weapons do you need in the first place, is my question. 2 other, 1 card draw, 1 armor, whatever the fuck this is other, and 2 weapons. I will exclude the double class because we have seen a 4th card now that just Warrior doesn't fucking play anyways. They don't care. 4 other cards. 4 other cards, 1 Borgler and 1 weapon. Here's the card, of course. The card. Also, I forgot something. Another. 1 other. 1 other. None of these are getting played, by the way. All these other cards, they don't get played. Borklers, though, of course. All this garbage shit gets played. And that's all that's getting printed. One other... That's another card. Now, it would be nice to compare to, like, a normal class, right? But, like, there's nothing to compare. Like, other classes don't have weapons, or Borklers, or that much card draw, or this many fucking removals. They don't have none of this shit at all in their identity. So when Warrior has this identity to just go fucking lean hard on this garbage identity, none of this is interesting. Just Warrior, very good at defending himself, but like needs so much support to do so. It's crazy. And it's boring. One other card that's not getting played, and we're gonna talk about this too. We're gonna have to split the fucking shit that doesn't get played. And then we have Sanitize. As a Borkler. If the only thing Warrior wants to play is with his fucking balls, with his identity, and that's all he has, like, that's the most boring fucking class there is. But wait, unfortunately, Mage is much more fucking boring as it stands right now. So, Warrior is not gonna beat Mage. You're gonna get C tier or something. I just want to know what the fuck's going on here. 3 Borklers. Annoying. An armor card. It's hard to tell what the fuck this is. Because it can give you armor, can give you attack, and draw a weapon. It's gonna be other. It's not seeing play because it's other. You know, it's fucking weird. So I guess 4 others, 1 armor, 3 Borklers. How many do you need? How? This is an armor giant, basically. Other, no, it's a Borkler. That's other, and that's not getting played, for obvious reasons. That's other, not getting played. And, technically this is almost a fucking Borkler, but I'll say it's other. This is a fucking Borkler, for sure. It's 100% a Borkler, bro. It clearly, or removal. How about, let's just call it removal. The dragon is Borkler. This is armor card. Just pay off for all this armor that you have gains. We have to pay Warrior for that shit. Like, what the fuck? Do something, just give Warrior a win condition because they survive. Not because they have armor, because they survive. But then, what the fuck is this? This is a terrible win condition. Just destroy your opponent's shit. Everything, bro. Instead of dealing damage. I don't know, bro. Alright, so, 3 other... And that's a removal for me. Fuck this shit. At least it removes my deck, bro. Oh my god. And that's... What is that, by the way? And this is an armor card. Alright, it makes your armor better. So now that we have seen, Warrior has, what is it? 30 cards? 60 cards, half of them are complete fucking idiocracy of just Warrior identity bullshit. No class has this. Like, there's no way, bro. No class has this fucking bullshit cards. And then let's look at all these other cards. How many of them are getting played? Let's put those 2 in that I removed. It's 60 cards. Half of them is fucking garbage that I don't want to see anymore. Not seeing play. Not seeing play, not seeing play. Alright. Not played. Not played. Blah, blah, blah. Bum, bum, bum. Well, technically, we're gonna know. We're gonna know. No need extra effort. Not played. Barely. It's a card draw, by the way. So, 1 not played. There's no other cards. I mean, Taunt Warrior is a thing. This is getting played. It's a card draw, though. Yeah, barely. I don't think this is getting played, but barely. I'll just skip, I guess. So one not played. This one is not played though, but it's a Borkler. One. It's playable, but it's not getting played at some point. Like, I have to click the button. And nothing. So, like, the Taunt Warrior is not being played in general, technically. Not being played. Nope. Riffs are fine. Like, I'm not gonna trash riffs, even though they're not being played very much. Not being played, not being played. Not being played, but it's Taunt Warrior, so whatever, I'll respect. Barely. So two of them not being played. Okay. It's fine, not being played because it's trash. Not being played because they're scared of it's gonna get removed. Not being played, I believe. Black Rock and Roll is playable. No. Half of them are not being played. And you know, out of these ones, almost everything gets played because that's Warrior identity, and that's the only thing Warrior wants to do is his fucking identity. Yes, it is played, but what is not being played? This is not being played. Alright. This is not being played no more. And that's it. This is actually not being played, and it fucking is cringe. Because it's like irremovable object at this point. And it's not being played. What the fuck? Yeah, literally half of those other cards no one wants to play with. Fuck that shit, right? Or it just has these 5 archetypes, and that's it. That's all you're gonna see. What a lot of fucking awesome things you can do with Warrior. And yes, Warrior has 14 Borklers. Big fucking deal, am I right? This is 14 Borklers, though. Yeah, that's such a fucking insulting class. And it's gonna stay that way for a very, very long time. Such a dumbass bullshit experience. It is a B. Be gone! Go away! No more. No Warrior, okay? Next. What is next? So repetitive matchups, C, but Warrior, of all things, is a B. Oh, wait, I can't do this right now. I can't do this. I am watching a video. Maybe it's a D. I already wasted, like, half of the fucking just stupid Warrior. Roping and... Funny enough, the only thing that makes Hearthstone fast is the fact that you just have to play one card at one given turn, usually. I don't have to think. I lose like 20% of the games because I don't want to fucking get roped. And sometimes the opponent's gonna rope the moment they lose hope. They will rope. It rhymes. It's a crime. Stop it, bro. Much slower, most fast in comparison. And it's in the middle. I think it's actually B. The roping is just unacceptable. Slowness in games, unacceptable. And this is where it's at. It is at B. This is what the Warrior sits on top of. And if... So... Oh. Did I not actually count that one? Dump achievement. I have nothing to say. It's just like, it's so dumb that there's nothing to do in the game. There's nothing rewarding anymore. You're not going to get anything from the game from playing it. You're not exploring. It's just for die-hard fans. Like, give us achievements to complete. You know, most people will just ignore it. But give us achievements that actually give something in return. But just to get 200 experience for 3 hours of work or some bullshit like that is just, like, unbelievable. I just play games, and I get more experience than trying to achieve something. And I would probably get less experience by trying to achieve something because I would lose games more often. This is pointless. It's such an insult, it's insane. I put it achievements are just important as to the game's single sticking. It's dumb. Literally, it's a D. Please for every class, which is it at E? Fuck, it's a D, bro. The way they are designed, the way they give you absolutely nothing, achievement points, I don't care about that. I just want to get rewarded for playing the game in a terrible way. Now, you can do the achievements, I think, other ways against bots or something. I don't know, man. Probably not. It's weird. They're really stupid. I just don't know what the score is. Achievements, man. What? CCG. There's some cool stuff. I'm keep it at E. Because I still want to care. What's that? That's it? Whizbang, that's it? What do you mean that's it? So they just gave up? What the fuck? You just gonna give up now? Well, fuck you, bro. Holy shit, man. There were more achievements previously, now we get slightly more experience, but like, it's still shit. I don't get to see what the card it's referring to, by the way. It's poorly designed. Summon lab patrons. Who's gonna do shit like this? Awaken garbage sleepers. Oh my god. This is so insulting, it's insane. This was horrible. But it gave you more experience. What happened there? No, it literally gave you more experience. That's crazy. What's going on? Whatever. I have no idea. Let's just keep going. Power creep. The funny thing is, everyone like says power creep is the highest, priority thing, but because power creep is such a broad subject, and I don't know what the fuck that means, I just know when I fucking type in warrior, it can just delete anything at once. The brawl doesn't have to power creep. Brawl doesn't have to fucking change at all. But a lot of things like Twisting Nether power crept. Like, why would Twisting Nether power creep, of all things? Why does everything has to be deleted entirely and utterly? Shouldn't have, triggering death rattles no more. There's not even that many death rattle cards to begin with. And it's like, oh, it's a sin to have a death rattle now. What the fuck? That was the whole point of death rattles, that the minion survives a little bit. It doesn't just disappear. That sort of power creep is insane, bro. The Borkler power creep? That's what we can talk about. But power creep in general is too broad of a subject to bother me. To actually have any identity whatsoever. It just kind of confused me the moment I just draw this. I'm like, what am I supposed to say? It's garbage, bro. The overall power creep, like, no one's gonna change your stupid stats. You're never gonna have a 2-mana 3/3. You're not gonna see blatant power creep that often. When it comes to effects, we should be able to talk about it. How crazy the cards has become. But it's very difficult to see, to find these cards that you can actually compare. Now, a lot of the effects are kind of hidden. Or, like, for the rest of the game effects, sometimes, that are, like, incredibly important. Or just like this, like copy a monster, what is that gonna do? You just never know all these synergies that can fucking rise from nowhere. Power creep is not something we can even talk about anymore. And if people fucking bring it up, I don't know what to say. What am I gonna talk about, bro? Yeah, the general power level is rising, and it's actually not a bad thing. The fact that the games are crazier, it's not really that bad. The problem is that the shitty parts of the game are more powerful than the good parts of the game. That's what we have to talk. The shit power creep. The power creep of Borklers, removals, and all that other fucking shit. Poison, garbage, plagues, fucking OTK's power creeping. This is what Zeddy talked about in his video. This is what he's not proud of, that Hearthstone became a shithole for this dumbass power creep. But power creep as a whole, it actually has good parts in it as well. Funny enough. Moving on, bro. The big boy Reno. Oh, fuck you, Reno. So Reno has evolved a little bit. And I finished the game. And open up Reno. And here it is, the Lone Ranger. It's not lonely. It has evolved across fucking years. And there's this amazing Reno. Oh, it's so amazing. Fucking gaslighting themselves into believing that this is okay. That Twisting Nether, upgraded this Twisting Nether where everything just disappears is okay. And now everyone loved this Reno, so might as well print it as a fucking neutral. Reno is such a degenerate fucking garbage now. Like, back in the day, it was sort of, like, acceptable. You reset the game once because you're playing this, like, unusual deck. But now this is not a game reset. You just wipe your opponent's board. You just make your opponent sad. That's not game reset. You can make aggro decks sad by resetting the game. But in this case, you make everyone sad all the time when Reno is active, and you just get to survive a little bit longer. Fuck this shit. They made the card worse over time. That's power creep right there. Power creep of bullshit. I don't want to fucking see. I'm always ready to accept another Reno card that resets the game maybe twice or something, or constantly heals you or some bullshit like that. Gives you a cool hero power, but not like this, bro. I have calculated, my friends. This card, if you remove duplicate, would cost 25 mana. 25 mana. So you basically can skip turn 7, you can skip turn 8 and play this on turn 9 for 9 mana, and you still just played a very good card. You know, skipped 2 turns, and then play a 9-drop. And you're still fine, because you clear the board twice, clear the board, block the board, gain armor, gain a better hero power. Wabang, bro. Cool, isn't it? Like, back in the day, that was just obscene. And this didn't require no duplicates. You go to turn 10 and you know you lose because Mage, bro, will clear your board and it's over, bro. Sometimes you fucking bait Reno and it's like, wow. Fascinating, but it's another one of those bait games of like baiting Borklers that may never fucking end anyways. You know, Mage has other Borklers they can play. It's not just like you play around Reno because it's impossible anyways. It's like you playing against everything and it still just gains armor for them. There's no drawback. And then they get a bonus hero power. What the fuck is this shit? The hero fucking cards are so insane sometimes when they clear the board and that's all they do. You should be able to play your hero cards to upgrade your hero power, and that's it. Not clearing your opponent's board, not surviving. You're winning on the board for a certain amount of time just to fucking put that hero skin on. And that's it. Why does it have to have these fucking crazy effects? But the hero power itself is garbage, right? It's just random. Fucking Reno design is the most disgusting shit ever, bro. And it deserves that? Where is it? Where's Reno? Where are you, little fucker? Where did I put Reno? Did I put him up here? I don't see him no more. I believe Reno has to go to A. because it's such an insulting game design. It's unbelievable. It is also comparable with other cards, like Zephyrus. Zephyrus is gonna clear your board. Yes, it was frustrating, but at least you know the limitations of, like, he can do Twisting Nether, he can get lethal and all that shit. If there's a lot of minions on board, they can give you a fireball, and you have to know what are the options. You have to know, as a player, you have to understand that you're not just gonna get whatever the fuck you want, but what is best suited in that particular situation. Alright? So you have to learn how to play the card, at least. With Reno, you're just like, oh, one brain cell, you know, turn 8, everything disappears. Congratulations. With Zephyrus, you actually have to have skill, and you can play this on turn 2. That's cool. And you can boost your mana, you can do so many things. There's a fucking difference between these two goddamn awful cards, bro. Oh wait, Zephyrus is not awful. That's the fucking difference. Reno pisses me off to insanity, bro. They did it. I guess that's what they wanted. The Hearthstone team just wanted to make these videos into reality, where someone is really pissed off because this is where we evolved into. Like, it's unbelievable. The other duplicate fucking things, like, no one cares about that. No one cares about this thing. But it's also a legendary. It also costs the same amount of dust as Reno. Why don't we care about this bad boy? I don't care. What the fuck? Why is this so important? Lone Ranger bullshit. Like this is the power creep. Like, the spike power creep of certain cards being insanely powerful. This will never cost 25 mana. This will barely summon a thing that does maybe something, like Ragnarok's maybe cast something at the end of turn. But most of the time, it's just going to be 10-10. And that's it. That's the 10-10, bro. 12-12 for 7 mana. And draw 2 garbage cards. Get 2 garbage cards in your hands that you will never play. So, like, 14 points of mana, that's worth 7 mana in this game. That is just worth 7 mana, maybe 8 mana. Reno is worth 25 mana. This is just insane. Side by side, these things exist on standard right now, and the side-by-side comparison is unbelievable. And you can still play this in a lot of the decks without duplicate nonsense. You sometimes get lucky and, you know, destroy your opponent's board. Too bad nobody wants to play minions, but you at least get armor against all the OTKs of the world. You get 5 armor. It's pretty good, guys. You should play Reno in every single fucking deck right now. Reno goes to B. Are you sure? Is Reno in B right now? I can't find Reno. And it pisses me off. Where is Reno? Reno. Where the fuck are you? I don't see him. Did it got deleted or something? Let's just summon it again. Reno goes to A. It's an insult to this card game, absolutely. Just one card that has been able to break the game so much. I can barely fucking function as a human being now, after seeing too many Renos being played across all decks. And it's not fun. Like, just upgrade your hero power to deal 4 damage, but don't clear my board. You know, you can do whatever you want across time, but not instantly. Just better off. Or maybe just find lethal because you cleared my half of the board. Like, it's even worse. Again, it's Twisting Nether on steroids, attached to armor, attached to better hero power, attached to blocker of summoning minions. We have never really seen that before, where you can't summon minions. We don't even know how powerful that effect is, but I stitch things together and it's like 25 mana worth of effects. Oh, what? Really? You sure about that? I draw a strict mana curve and it's not interesting. I don't know what that means. The only strict thing is that you have to use your mana efficiently or you're screwed. And you have to really think about it. It's a good thing. I think it's a good mechanic. It's a very skill-based mechanic. You have to fill in your mana crystals, so you have to seek for those cards who fill in mana crystals. I want to see in the game what kind of cards are these, at least in the neutral set. Let's quickly look around, because like Discover effects are one of those cards, and that's why Discover is super powerful. You can fill in your mana crystals efficiently. Variables are somewhat acceptable. You can gain mana crystal if you want, but it's not exactly what I would want to do. But gaining extra hand size is a little bit cooler in that sense. To like worry about hand size less. Like shit like this is fine. Audi Fin is a card. Not somewhat playable. Most of the excavates gives you that ability. The hero power helps if you can upgrade it. You know, you really have to think of how you're going to squeeze your mana. But it's such a good part of the game. I hope that's what it means, because I'm not exactly sure what I mean all the time when I just type 3 words in. But let's move on. Reset the game mechanic, which is basically lifesteal. I go through and I search for every single way you can reset the game. Again, most of these cards are just going to have lifesteal, which is why lifesteal is at A, and reset the game is at B in the end. So no Muncher, if you copy and paste, you can reset the game back to 30 health. Demon Hunter was able to do it with just 1 mana card. Reno is rolling in his grave, because why is everyone resetting the game now? What just happened to the game if everyone has Reno effects? This can, with a big enough minion, you can reset the game for sure. Or with a good enough minion, you just plug this in, copy this, paste this. In the middle section, everything will have Rush and lifesteal. Or you can have lifesteal on this side and play a bunch of Rush minions that are discounted. Who knows how you do it, but reset is available. Very frustrating. The Druid literally has a reset the game button. It's fucking crazy. You probably have to play it in all of your decks if you can survive until turn 10, because you will reset the game, so of course you will survive past that. Sometimes you can gain armor, a ridiculous amount of armor to reset the game. This is at least 10 armor on a card, and it freezes the minion. What the hell is this? And on top of gaining 20 armor, it's 6 mana though. For a mage, while freezing minions twice. 20 armor. What the fuck is this? Paladin was able to reset the game. Fanboy is awesome, is all I'm gonna say, because nobody plays it. Now Walking Mountain can reset the game. This baking soda fucking garbage can reset the game. But at least it's just 10 health points though, but you clear the board, so you heal twice, because your opponent can't attack. The stupid Fan Totem, if you can give it a rush, it would reset the game, but technically it's halfway. And I'm collecting points for every single reset the game. If reset the game is very prominent, it's 2 points. If I just invented Putrid, this fucking Putrid garbage is reset the game if you can find a Fel spell for it, but most people can't play it right now because they don't want to take fatigue damage, but they would still probably play it because you would still heal, after all, from Putrid, so you survive anyways. And I'm not sure who else can reset the game. Now, I looked at 6 Brawls, and I'm like, what am I supposed to say to that? Right? There's 6 Brawls. There's 6 copies of a terrible fucking card that nobody wants to be in the game, but it's in the game right now. 6 Brawls. It was bad enough that Brawl was a fucking card. They didn't nerf the Brawl. They made it stupider by printing more copies of it. Of the same card. The same exact card. You can see, physically you can see 6 Brawls. There's a hidden Brawl over here. Oh my god, it just pops out, you know. Haha, I'm here. I am over here! Oh my god! Why don't you pop out faster? Oh my god, it popped out! It's a brawl in there! Woo! What a fun thing! Blizzard just fucking invented. My biggest brain damage of all time. Like, it's bad enough to play around 2 brawls, but now it's infinite. You have to play around Warrior's Identity now. Because they will kill all your minions if you have more than 2 minions. They're all dead. You know. And they can sacrifice their own 1/1s to win the brawl, potentially. Wow. And you don't actually see that very prominent because Warrior has other Borklers too. So they have choices. They don't have to play 6 brawls all the time that you might want to play around. You know. The fucking madness, bro. I've never seen anything like this. Who has anything like this? Even like Lightning Storm is fine. I don't give a fuck about Lightning Storm just because there's more of it than usual, but it's still a little bit crazy when it fucking costs 0 mana and can be buffed with, you know, and Ghost Face and can be buffed with spell damage. Well, that fucking sucks. But the fact that there's 2 Lightning Storms, I don't care. I don't care about that. Oh, it's back to Lightning Bolt. What? Why is it back to Lightning Bolt? Oh, they didn't upgrade the fucking thing. They say Lightning Storm, but it shows Lightning Bolt. I'm sorry. There's nothing like it in the game. The 6 Brawls thing? What is that? How do you comprehend any of this? Please type in the comments. Please save my sanity. What does that mean? Because it just means, like, every single turn, if I have 3 minions, 2 of them gonna die. If Warrior decides to kill them. And I can't have more than 3 minions on the board. Like, I'm board locked. All of a sudden, I can't play Hearthstone anymore. There's no such thing as 7 minions on the board no more. The only thing that Brawl does is kill both boards, technically. But Warrior doesn't want to play minions. It wants to play armor, removal, Borkler, more other Borklers, as I've said. They don't care about playing their own minions or any strategy whatsoever. Just weapon, you know? None of these are minions, so they can brawl your board viciously. They don't give a fuck about losing anything because they won't. And having 6 brawls sounds a bit fucking obnoxious to me now. Wow. Anyways, moving on. Where does that go? Into B, because for brawl, right? It is such a fucking crazy meme, though, that I want to put it at A tier. I still have no idea where it is right now. Okay, it's at A. And let's keep it that way. It's a cool fucking meme. I love that. What a good meme. Warriors at B. Alright, finale. What's the finale? You get to watch a video of me losing. When you play against Warrior, you have to be close. It's probably more normal game than the usual shit that I do. Like, against Warrior, they wouldn't play minions. They wouldn't care. They just react to my shit. So this is the Warrior game damage. Funny enough. There's the roller and made all your minion, man. This lasted very long, and it's just such a cool back and forth. That was a little bit cringe. Borkler into Bork. That was the second. No. It was the buff Borkler thing. Okay, that's some cool shit we're doing. Why don't we have a bunch of giants? 11 mana giants. Let's go. Then I do this cool thing. That's what we get, right? Man, I should have done this first. Summon the elemental. Okay. But that's pretty cool, right? Now we play from here. Interaction. Bam. Oh, Jesus. Lots of cool stuff happening. Power creep, because we're both, like, equally equipped to deal with this shit. I find lethal would be nice. Right? Not now. It's just lethal. No, that's just lethal. Let's fucking go, bro. 31 damage. I did have 30 damage. That's okay, right? That's a fucking game, bro. Not brawl. Fucking brawl! 6 times just to make my minions disappear. Oh, so easy to survive now until turn 2100, bro. Oh, wait, but I have OTK, I have Odin K, bro. The fucking bullshit warrior has to fucking die now. Deleted. And potentially Death Knight is gonna pop out as well very soon. Bad legendaries. Alright, bonus meme, my friends. We're gonna talk about them bad legendaries. Real fucking bad, bro. Let's just see how many bad legendaries we can find. I know, again, it's a very good ending. And I could have ended with a cool note. But the video is not over. The series is not over. We have to get over with this. This is a crazy fucking shit. How many problems Hearthstone has. And we could just easily avoid that shit. Not feel pain from any of this stuff. If this was properly designed and addressed and all that shit. So from the very beginning, what are the bad legendaries not getting played? That's pretty sad. Bad is sad. It's very sad. To me, it's incredibly sad that it's a bad legendary. Oh my goodness, bro. What else? What else do we have? Sad. Super sad. Like, legendaries being bad is like, oh my god. Painful. We haven't crafted all of them, of course. Let's try again. Another one. We might get 20 points. We might actually get an S tier thing going on. Bad. This one is really bad. And I would still appreciate if it wasn't fucking bad. And it's like, you must understand, when Blizzard prints a bad legendary, they lose a ridiculous amount of money. They, like, throw away, burn a fucking $1 million for themselves of, like, oh, I'm greedy company, but I can't steal this $1 million by just printing proper fucking good legendaries. There's still bad ones. They can't even buff the shit. The buff is free. They can freely buff the legendaries, but they don't do that. This is unbelievable bullshit. This might be S tier. Pretty average. No one wants to play that. There's something bad about this, so I'm a stinky click. Stinky click. There's something shitty, but fine. There's definitely something stinky going on, but I don't like mage, so why should they have good legendaries? It's fine. I think they've learned to some extent. The Blizzard has learned printing mad legendaries. I've never seen this card, by the way. I'm surprised all of a sudden. Add a copy of each. Anyone plays Liadrin anymore? That's funny. Why is it so, well, badly stat? At least give it taunts. Like, come on, man. Maybe someone will play it. I don't know. Liadrin just kind of came back, but it's still fucking terrible. I think it's fine. We're still looking at class legendaries, which is gonna get a lot worse with neutrals, I imagine. Oh, this does something with pirates. Oh, of course. I knew that. I definitely saw that card being played. How cool is that? And then dies. Like, even if it didn't die, it would be very difficult to play because it's just pirates. Like, excuse me? If it's not a pirate, it dies, right? That would be fucking awesome. Let's fucking go with that. Like, it copies everything. Fuck it, right? Turn it into 7 mana if you're afraid. I don't know. They sometimes get scared of printing a good legendary. But it's like... fuck it, bro. Because this one just wins the game after all. That one outshadows everything else that we have in store. Whatever this is, I have never seen it. And it's hard to even comprehend what it does. Yeah, we're just looking at how many times Blizzard has lost money. It's the most satisfying thing ever. I think this one still lost the money even though it got buffed. It's losing them money. Let's go, bro. Let's go. Let's keep losing. What else do we have? Who has lost your money? Who has lost your money? Oh shit! Whizbang gave us a lot of money. Wait, I can disenchant. Oh yeah, you can craft it. Wait, are there bad legendaries? Because so far so fine. I mean, Algalon is a little bitch that I can't play right now, but I still want to. Still kind of cool card. Well, no, Stormy is a little annoying, but it cannot be crafted. Is there no bad legendary? Have I overhyped? Hologrant is bad. This one I still don't know how to play. This one turned into a bad legendary that basically they gave away free money. Congratulations. I mean, I wish Desireen was cool and playable, more playable than it is right now. There's more elementals coming up, it seems. It's not good enough, though. There's definitely something to click for, right? I don't know if Thunderbringer is bad because it's a death rattle and I want to play around 6 Brawls right now. So bad legendaries, as cool as it sounds, has to go to B tier for bad. B for bad. See you guys next time. Because there's more to come. What is this shit? It's getting out of control.